Mychal, you said last night after the game, this was the most disappointing loss of the Lakers' season.
By far.
Why?
Devastation.
I was so ticked last night driving home thinking about this game. So excited, so pumped we'll be all day for that game, weren't we? Because of what was at stake.
Yeah.
Playoff seeding, division rivals in town, legendary players on the floor, Luka, LeBron, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and, of course, Jimmy Butler, all Hall of Famers. This game had so much hype. TNT was there. Everything was built up for this. You couldn't have a more perfect scenario for a matchup like last night, Kamenetzky. And the Lakers came out and laid not a chicken egg, they laid an ostrich egg in the biggest, most hyped game of the year.
Now, Andy, you disagree with all of that, right?
I think the Lakers have played way worse this season.
I know that. I'm not talking about playing worse. I'm talking about the significance of the game.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Forget about how they played against Charlotte. Nobody cared that they lost to Charlotte 3 months ago, okay? Big deal. But because of that game last night was a freaking... It was the marquee. It was the main event. This was Ali Frazier last night, and Lakers showed up like they were a sparring partner.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? This wasn't an embarrassing and horrible loss.
It was a bad loss with ramifications.
You think losing to Charlotte was worse than last night?
I said I think they played worse than they played last night.
You missed the point. I know they played worse than some other games. Of course, we're shocked at some of the games they lost. But last night, with everything on the line and so much hype around the game, you come out and play like that?
But you got LeBron and Steph.
I don't care. You don't understand?
That's part of the hype.
This was
that's
like
part
the
of the
game.
LA Frazier.
I know the Dallas game was big.
Frazier.
Let's get into some specifics. How did they get out-rebounded when the Warriors played nobody taller than 6'7"?
Because the Warriors were gang rebounding. They were sending 5 guys in there. A lot of rebounds came out long and everything, so they beat all the Lakers to the 50-50 balls. They weren't like rebounds right under the rim where the tall guys
And
were.
you know what? The anticipation. The Lakers don't play with anticipation. The ball goes, and they look.
They were quicker to the ball. They were faster to the ball, more athletic at times to the ball.
At one point last night, Mychal and I we were talking, and Mychal said, I said, they're down 15. They're not defending. This game is a blowout. And Mychal goes, don't panic yet.
No,
and my response,
still 26 minutes to play. Oh,
right.
It was still like 20
But my response
was,
I said to you, I'm not panicking. I think they're lethargic. I think they don't have the energy
and
that
how do you
the
explain
Warriors
that in the game like last night?
Right.
With so much on the line and with so much hype. This was it. This was the game. Did you see all the people, the celebrities at the game last night?
Yeah.
The who's who of L.A. was there.
Okay, so, Mychal, if you're J.J. Redick and you lose a game like that and it's a bad loss like you're describing, what does J.J. say to them today?
Wake up. We got 6 games to play. If we want to hang on to the third, if we want to have a chance to get to 3, we got to go 6-0. I know we're going to Oklahoma City, the best team in the league, but we need to put a set of goal. We got to win these 6 games if we want to improve our standing, or if you just want to be satisfied where we are, then who gives a bleep?
And he has to do the hands like this.
Exactly. Yeah. Hit the whiteboard like Pat Riley used to do to us, and we would lose 1 game out of 10.
I thought Pepe had a good point when he
That's
came.
how good we were.
He still scares you.
Mychal, when Pepe came in, he made a good point.
No. How come I didn't hear it?
Brandon Pajemski comes down, hits a wide open 3.
Yeah.
Why did they give him 2 more open threes after he made the first one?
Because he's not Steph, he's not Clay, he's not Bradley Beal, he's not Booker. They don't figure, this Brandon Pajemski, when has he ever done this?
Yeah, but I mean...
He did it last night.
But I mean...
Okay, so the other game he was 0 for 4. He didn't score.
So you let him free.
No, but they didn't think he was going to keep it up, but of course he did. He had one. He had a night. Give him credit.
Andy went into this in detail in the first hour, but we brought this up a lot last night, Mychal. First half, they score 47 points. They look completely out of sync offensively. Second half, they score 69 points, and they were much better. And it's because they started attacking the basket. Why is it just NBA basketball in 2025, if you have an open 3, you have to take it? Should I just accept that?
Yeah.
Because they kept trying to get in a 3-point shooting contest with the Warriors.
Yeah, but I've seen the Warriors shoot horrible. I mean, Steph was, I've seen him go 1 for 10 from 3. It happens. But last night, Pajemski set this, and Steph only had 4 points at one quarter. You know that?
He got 30, and then he went 37. He went nuts in the fourth.
Part of keeping up with the Warriors is you can't trade 2s for 3s. Like, you do need to take a certain amount of 3s if you're going to catch up with a Warriors team that's shooting 40-something from behind the arc.
I think I think you have to make a decision. You either need to defend the 3 when Golden State shoots it to take that advantage away, Andy, or you need to try and keep up with them. And keeping up with them is crazy because they have Steph.
Right, but they actually shot the ball from three well last night. They actually did it well. Like, the biggest problem they had wasn't whether they were attacking or whether they were shooting threes. The biggest problem they had was they were giving up too many offensive rebounds.
Yep,
that's ultimately what did them in. Like, the idea of twos versus threes, to me, is missing the point. That's not what did them in.
I agree with you, and I can think of several
Do you
times
ever disagree with
the
anybody?
ball goes one,
Besides
two,
me?
3 times.
Do you ever disagree with anybody besides me?
No. Mychal, how come you're not doing your hands like that?
I do love the claw. I love Michael's new claw.
You know
I was so frustrated watching that game.
Get some maracas for him. Eh?
Yeah, all right, I'll do that. That's why I say it was a bad loss, the worst loss, Kamenetzky, because of what was at stake. Yes, I know they played worse, but nobody remembers they played bad against Charlotte.
Okay, so, Michael, the Nuggets are a half game ahead of us. The Warriors are a game behind us. Who do we want to win that game tonight?
I don't care. Man, listen, you can't
No,
be.
what do you mean you don't care? You want Denver, so Golden State stays back.
Yes. So you scared of somebody?
But wait, we're chasing.
I'm scared of you.
We're chasing Denver.
Yeah, but I mean, you.
I want the 3.
No, you keep Denver. You keep Golden State away.
It's
from
more
you.
important to maintain the 2 than get to the. It's more important to maintain the 4 than get to the 3.
Wait a minute.
Like,
so
you don't want to. If you don't have the 4, you can't get to the 3. So you have to at least stay in the 4 in order to get to the 3.
Okay, but the question is, who should Laker fans root for tonight?
Denver. Denver, because you want Golden State to
See,
fall.
I think Golden State.
So, Pepe, are you afraid of the Warriors? Are you like Canelo, who's afraid of David Benavidez? Afraid of your number 1 contender? Are you scared of the Warriors, Pepe? Is that what you're saying?
Mychal, listen to this, okay? The only person that I'm afraid of is you.
Why?
Okay?
Because you're irrational.
Yes.
Because your hands are like that, and then I think, oh, he's going to attack me.
Reading a comment right.
Oh, I'd like to put these hands around your neck.
Reading a comment right now in the YouTube Mason and Ireland show. MT was a solid backup center in his playing days, but had an ugly-ass looking shot, but was fairly effective.
Shot 50% from my career. What does it want? Once we look pretty and shoot 30%? Okay, I'll try that next time.
Yeah.
Oh, there. How's that look?
There's a great story that John.
Jeez.
Second time we filled a John Wooden story today on the show. John Wooden is recruiting, at the time, Keith Wilkes, who went on to be Jamal Wilkes.
Great player.
And Jamal Wilkes comes out and shoots that crazy over his head shot.
Yeah.
And John Wooden goes, "Who taught you how to shoot like that?" And he said, "One of my coaches when I was little." He goes, "Shoot 5 more." Shoots 5, all 5 go in.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'm not changing it.
Exactly.
It's unconventional."
That's right.
Like Sean Marion. Remember he had that weird chest
That's
shot?
why I got so mad at Tiger Woods. He kept changing his swing after winning like 10 majors.
Yeah, right. After winning,
what are you doing?
And by the way, after winning the majors by like 15 strokes.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Pepe.
So
scared of the Warriors. I can't believe you, Pepe.
It's not that I'm scared.
So,
it's just,
let's
by the
play
way,
Denver. Let's go play Jokic
Andy,
then.
If Denver loses, we are the 3.
It depends on what happens with the rest of the season. Like, you don't.
Well, let's assume tonight we win and they lose. We're the 3
for the time being. There's still more games to go.
Yeah, but I'll take whatever I can get.
By the way, this game's in the fridge.
You were talking about the schedule.
No.
You would.
Yeah.
You've been
what about
banned
Denver?
from saying the
Denver.
word fridge.
Ireland, we're playing the Pelicans.
No,
Shut his mic
don't
up.
say it. Don't say it.
Kamenetzky's starting at point for the Pelicans. We can't beat those guys?
I think we're going to win, but do not use the word fridge around me. I'm going to walk out.